What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so I wanted to give you a quick update. I know, I'm sorry. I haven't been here for a few weeks, I think. So thank you so much for all of you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And what's crazy is the views on the channel have continued to do well. Just want to let you know what's going on and what to expect here. So a couple of really cool things have happened in life, and so one really big thing, you might probably get this sentiment from me a lot in my videos, is I really care about influence, about what's going on in the economy, in the country, and I try to move to where the most influence is at. Um, and so anyway, that's why I started as a pastor when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then I got into technology and software. We IPO'd TeleNav, we did all those things, and we moved into social media. Eventually, was the influence went there, and more cultural things from there, and then now into politics. And I really think that politics is controlling almost everything. They're influencing culture, they're influencing the church, they're influencing everything. And it probably is not supposed to be that way, but it is. And so, I mean, if you disagree with that, think about, like, one day this year where the government did not greatly influence your life. You go to the gas pump, you go buy something, the government's telling you what you should be scared of, what you should put in your body, what you should think about your children, what your children should think, who can come in the country, how safe you can and cannot be. And all these things it's crazy what is happening in the country. And so I just really believe that I am supposed to be on the front lines. I believe that that is my God-given calling. And so we are super excited to announce that we have had a big partnership. Well, I wouldn't say big partnership, but we had a partnership with the GOP here locally in Texas, and I'm excited about that. So it's a huge door that's opened up, and I really thought and prayed about, kind of all my options and things like that. And I just feel like, even though it's a small opportunity compared to what we normally do, it's really small. But I will tell you, this is how things start. Okay. You go in, you give your full effort, you earn your keep, and doors open. If you sow enough seeds, sooner or later it comes back to you. Um, and so I don't know what's going to happen, but I just know if I sow enough seeds, something will always happen. It's a principle of nature. It's a principle in the Bible. And so anyway, so long story short, want to tell you that this channel, we are going to uh we're going to post probably a couple times a month here, especially when things more church related happen, church influence and things like that. Like, there's a really cool video that I want to do about woke pastors, some of the content they're putting out. So I've been having me and my team kind of go through how to pull that one together. But I really wanted this channel to be more about the specifically the church bubble, right? Which you guys know is, the church is making more money. They're, like, if you were to graph it, right, their revenues up, brands are up, their services are amazing, their attendance is up, their, you know, everything, all the everything's saying, man, the church is the most influential that they've ever been, blah blah blah. But their impact in people's lives is in the crapper. Their impacts in politics, their impacts in business, their impacts in family, their impacts in children, their impacts in what people think, their impacts in philosophy, their impact. I mean, it is remarkable how ineffective the church is, but yet how big and seemingly strong the church is. And that's the church bubble. And so what we have done here is create a place where we can have those concepts come forward and talk. I think one really cool thing that I'm trying to pull together, I don't know if we will be able to, and if you want to be on this, let me know. But I would love to have a panel of people in a podcast here where me and two, three, four other people, we kind of talk through topics, and therefore you get like a good variety of ideas. So I'm trying to pull that together. We'll see if we're able to get the right people. It's very difficult to find good podcast personalities because you need somebody who is an entertainer as well usually you need somebody who's an intellectual as well. So it's kind of hard to find both in the same person who has the time as well to do this. So because we're not being paid obviously to do this. So but anyway, guys, so we're going to continue to flow hard and real and honest on this channel. It's just going to be dialed down a little bit. if you want to follow what I'm doing in politics, those ideas, or any of my entrepreneur stuff, go to my James Smiley channel and subscribe there. That channel is blowing up. It just crossed 3,000 people, and we're posting content, I think, almost every single day there. I know we've missed a couple weeks on every channel right now as we redid the strategy and also had to launch some stuff for the GOP. But yeah, so we're just kind of rolling back into what we're doing, and yeah, so that is going to be a really cool place. You'll be able to see like issues we're working on in the country, why we're working on those kind of issues. I'm going to put a lot of behind the scenes stuff out there on that channel. If you're interested in more prepper type of stuff, prepper tactics, things that I'm doing in my family or any of those kind of things, go to my Texas Digital Outdoors channel and you can subscribe there. You'll see a lot of really cool things that we're doing there. And you don't have to do them all or anything, but it's, I come from a prepper perspective, as prepping is more of a practicality and it's more of an economics decision to me than like, being some like hillbilly in the woods who just like, wants to rebel or something, right? Like I'm not, on there like pumping all the conspiracies, or whatever. There certainly are those kind of channels where it's like, every single time you dial in, it's like to the channel, it's like somebody's like, I got an email from like this guy who used to run the, army in America and now he's a retired general, but I can't tell you who he is, but man, I trust him. And he'll never be on the show or identify himself, but he's telling me that this happened, so you guys all should be scared. And by the way, I have an ecom store that can supply everything you need to be not afraid of what he just apparently said. So, and by the way, I'm actually not making fun of those kind of people. Some of it's entertainment, some of it is those conspiracies. Let's be honest, a lot of conspiracies are now conspiracy truths. And so anyway, that's why that market is big now. So anyway, so that's Texas Digital Outdoors. The last one I was going to tell you guys about is I have a really cool channel that is just blowing up called Smiley Kids. Smiley Kids. And this is, I think the thing that people have asked me most about is either business and entrepreneurship stuff or how do I raise such good kids? I get this question all the time, and I walk into like a store or a restaurant, and people just look at me and they're like, dude, you have amazing kids. And it's crazy. Like I'm not kidding, guys. Every single week for decades now, it seems like decades. I don't know, my kids. I haven't really had kids for decades, I would say. But for like 10 years, I've had people tell me this randomly, And so uh if you want to see how I raise really good, well raised kids, girls, boys, multiple kids, and I do it as a single father now, and I proudly do it as a single father. And if you want to see how all that happens and how I'm kind of raising them to be a prodigy, in terms of compared to their generation, if you want to see how that's all happening, go to Smiley Kids. You're going to see all this crazy stuff they're doing from, you know, you're going to see stuff they're doing on the ranch to crazy things we're doing. Like it could be horses, it could be chickens, it could be building stuff, it could be writing stuff, it could be drawing, it could be reading, it could be sports, just all kinds of stuff. So anyway, all right, that's what I want to share. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I really look forward to continuing to deliver content on this channel. Man, I thank you guys so much. You guys have been so awesome on this channel, and I will continue to be here for you. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you on the next video.